I think I want to be that person who buys, like, those silicone, like, whole body.
I've seen those. I don't know how to feel about those because
I just want to own one just to have one to make people feel uncomfortable for the fact that I just have, like, a silicone pair of boobs hanging out.
display it on a shelf.
Display boobs.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm MK Cosplay and I'm here today with...
Hi, I'm Ayden, Religious White Sun, Instagram.
Today we're going to be doing a fun challenge video. We already went to the Dollar Tree and we picked out a few items for some fun characters. We have it displayed here in front of us.
It's a little, yeah, it's a little gross.
We have it. So we kind of just went around the store for more than 30 minutes and picked up some items that we thought would work for these cosplays. I'm going to be doing Tifa today, and...
I'm doing Cloud. I don't even know if I can.
The pooper scooper.
The pooper scooper.
We're going to use as many items as possible from the Dollar Tree. They didn't have...
They didn't have much.
They didn't have much, so that's why it's a challenge. So, like, for my cosplay, I grabbed a red shirt. I'm probably going to use this for the gloves. A brown shirt for Tifa's suspenders. And several other items.
Mine's just a whole pile of mostly feet pads and we'll censor that out because there's some sexy legs on there. Don't look at them.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, it's on both sides.
Legs are not as bad as nipples. Okay, here's something that I don't understand that I was thinking about. Men and women both have nipples, right?
Yeah.
So, women have nipples for a specific function, yet they're sexualized. And when there's female nipples being showed in TV shows,
They're like...
right, cover your eyes or whatever, and there's a little screen tag in the corner that says nudity is included.
Yeah.
However, when there's a TV show that there are male nipples being shown that do not have a function, there's no nudity tag.
Yeah. I didn't realize that these were... I didn't read this. They're
fraction circles.
Fraction circles. Wow.
Black shirt is for. I'm just gonna cut off the arms, I think. Arms and cut the neck off, and I already have a cut up white shirt underneath.
Okay.
But you can see my bra, so I'm not gonna put it on yet. Big booty Tifa. Yeah, the characters in the new Final Fantasy remake. Oh my god, they're gorgeous.
Chef's kisses.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh. That's what Midwesterners say.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yep. That's a boy.
I said oop one day, and Dylan was like, you're a Midwesterner. It's a ope.
Ope. Ope. I still didn't... I didn't think about how I was going to get the handle off that spoon. I didn't think about it. I don't know how I'm gonna...
I have tools. I have a Dremel. Like I said, we're not going to be using all things from the dollar store. Obviously, the dollar store doesn't sell Dremels.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put this on off camera.
Fat stack of feet pads.
A fat stack of foot pads. What are those
Stacks.
for?
Fat stacks. These are for... They're like foam inserts for your shoes.
Okay, I think we're off to a good start. Kinda. You could probably make those into booby inserts.
The thing is that I wear a binding top all the time. I think I want to be that person who buys like those silicone like whole body.
I've seen those. I don't know how to feel about those because
I just want to own one just to have one to make people feel uncomfortable for the fact that I just have like a silicone pair of boobs hanging out.
Display it on a shelf.
Display boobs.
Okay, I think this is good.
I don't have gloves either, but you know, I'll work with it too. I also didn't think about how I literally have the arm of a child, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I got these.
Well, yeah.
I got a little box of thumbtacks. I was thinking about putting some of them in the... I don't know if I should be mad or if I should be happy.
I need a skirt. I'm gonna start there before I go to any armor.
Okay, well I'm gonna just like go knees deep and just start working on his stupid freaking leather patches.
Do you think my thighs could fit into this?
I don't know, try it.
I think maybe I should do it lengthwise because your girl got big thighs.
Thank you, Dollar Tree, for being godsend. I spent $21 today. For somebody who literally gets distracted by everything in a store and it's like, I'm gonna throw that in the cart too.
This and that, a little bit of this
Some
and that.
Cheez-Its and Transformer stickers.
And our fans.
Our fans, these are... Oh my god, these are the best fans.
Every little thing's gonna be alright.
According to Bob Marley. Oh.
So since you're the first person I'm gonna be having on my channel as a guest, do you want to give my audience your take on concrunch?
Let me just wait till like 2 weeks before the con, or like literally the night of the con, because like
the night of the con. I've had a cosplay. My first cosplay I made, I waited till the night of the con, and even in the morning of the con, convention day.
Yeah, you're still working on cosplay. Like when me and my ex cosplayed Patty and Liz, we made that.
That's when I was Cora.
Yeah.
That was my first one.
When we all like cosplayed together, like me and my ex made those hats literally the night before we left, and we were up till like 3 a.m. that night. Like, and I was the one who made all the hats.
They looked good though.
And it was like
you guys looked good together.
All super glue on the hats. I'm mad that I still don't have that hat, but
super glue works miracles.
Until you start wearing it at the con and then the super glue doesn't hold. That's when you're like,
oh, yeah.
that ain't working out for me.
You're gonna cut yourself.
Watch me. I stepped on like a little pin for like sewing, and it was like stuck in my foot, and I just looked at it and I was like, huh. I ripped it out. I just ripped it out. I was like, ugh, it's fine. Just pretend it didn't happen.
Your foot is now a pin cushion.
Why not? It's like when kids used to like stick their stick like the needles like in the like cuticles of their fingers. That was like the thing that scared me the most, is like watching kids just shove that shit in their skin. But it's like in the outer layer of their skin, so it looks like it's in there, but it's not. Like that. Read my mind. When I first started getting into cosplay, I was really worried about like, oh, you know, it's all about the followers and this and that and blah blah blah. And it was like the one thing that had me stressed the most in the cosplay community, because people find the cosplay community more about like competition than having fun. Mm-hmm. So people are more worried about the quality of their content than they are about having fun. Mm-hmm. And I got to the point in like in my life where I just like kind of like stopped really caring about like what people thought on Instagram, stopped caring about like how many followers I have, and I was like, I'm just here to share with like people like the stuff I like to do. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm not here to fucking like show off and why not?
Those are good points.
Because, like, people, like, I've had people, like, hate on me before. Like, I had, like, did you see this comment? When I posted my Alba thing, some guy commented on my thing, wrote, "You are a woman. Don't use that. It's Alba is male." And I was like, which just made no sense, but okay. And then I called him out because I was like dying afraid to call people out on my own Instagram. But at the same time, I was like, if you're gonna like misgender me like that, and like try to bring me down because I'm cosplaying a character that's like obviously my gender, but okay.
Yeah, I saw on there that one of your friends commented that he never heard, or that they never heard of crossplaying before.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing, guys.
Ingy. I'm Ingy. This is the most wackiest thing I've ever done in my life. I cut a flip-flop. So when I popped it in my mouth, I was like, what flavor am I going to expect?
What flavors at the
What flavors of Cheez-It? I don't know how to feel about this. Just looking at it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I'm like, just cut a flip-flop in half. I done goofed. Do I care? Not really.
Now we've got a skirt.
I'm so proud of you.
Got my pillowcase satin skirt here. And
Super glue a duck puzzle that I was doing. And I like went to go glue it together and like super glued my fingers together. I was like gonna go on a date with some guy and he got stood up. So instead I went to Myers and bought this duck puzzle and sat in the parking lot for like 3 hours and did the puzzle. So I like super glued this entire duck together and then went home. And then some weird guy was trying to talk to me in the parking lot while I was doing this duck. He's like, "Oh,
were you in your car?"
Yeah. And like my windows rolled down because it was like 100 degrees out. It was hot, and I was sitting in my car doing a duck puzzle. And this like creepy guy kept trying to talk to me. He's like, "Is your car broken?" And I was like, "No."
Just doing a duck
And he was
puzzle.
like, "What happened to your side view mirror?" And I was like, "It's not there." And he was like, "Huh." He's like, "Do you have tools to fix it?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Do you want me to fix it?" And I was like, "No."
Ask for money.
He like kept asking me if like, I was doing anything, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry to bug you again, but like,
What a strange place.
where'd you
to
live?
people.
Where do you live?" I'm like, I don't want to tell you that.
Do not trust anybody who approaches you in a parking lot. Hoy.
No, stay together.
Do you need help?
No. Okay.
Let's cut those off. I like to rub them together.
If anything, I'll just sew it by hand. Hey Siri. You smell.
As a wise human once said, whoever smelt it dealt it.
Okay, for mine, she has like an arm thing that I gotta make.
Let's go through this.
It's okay, I got this. We're gonna pull these. There we go. Got some armor. Now I got to use this bow that I got.
Pew.
It's true. Mom, it's true. It's not a phase.
It's not a phase. I like butch lesbians. Hot, sexy, beefy lesbians. My gay awakening was Avril Lavigne, but that's just because I was born in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Here's my glove, and I'm gonna try to put the fabric over it. And
I love how you're like the only one who's like literally decked out. I'm just like, let me just nonchalantly sew this together. I'm so glad I waited to put in my colored contacts because I was gonna put them in before I started doing this, and I was like, nah.
Good Good idea.
It is a good idea, because my eyes would have been like, are you kidding me, dude? What the hell are you doing? The only place that's holding up right here is a tiny little spot you hot glued.
Boy.
I'm waiting for the day somebody asks me where my Instagram name came from. So, like, the story behind that was I had this friend that I met through the cosplay community, like, a long time ago. We don't talk anymore. But we had made up this, like, running joke that I was his dad. And we were like, oh, what's something really funny? And I was like, honestly, being religious, Dad. And they were like, and he was like, well, I'll be the religious white dad, and you can be the son. And I was like, okay. So then that's just been like my Instagram name for like 7 years. It's just to tie this to my back. The only way it's gonna happen. Kinda wish I bought markers while I was here.
And I can paint that now.
Do you think if I blow the hack gun on this, it'll melt the nylon? Wait, do it on this edge. Oh.
This is kinky.
What? That? Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, I'm a mess. Here we are at the end of the video. After several hours of sweat and tears.
From like what, 4 o'clock? No, we started at like
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
We
It's
like
8 o'clock now.
No, yeah, well we ate first, so
Yeah, we did.
this is what we've come up with. These are some garden gloves that I cut the tips off of and painted. This is a dog collar that I painted and glued onto them.
Gorgeous.
These are some stockings that I cut some holes in for my fingers. And my skirt is a satin pillowcase. And I used 2 shirts that I found in the clothing section there.
Shoe foam. foam, and foam. And this is a scooping spoon for kitchenware.
So improvisational. So this just goes to show, we finished these in a couple of hours. It was kind of, it was a mixture of concrunching.
Innovating.
On a budget.
On a budget.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows that, like, you could literally use fucking anything. You could use anything to, like, make a cosplay. Even if it's, like, kind of, like, you know, just random put together things.
Random stuff just lying around. You don't need the best of material. Obviously, it's not going to look the best, but if you're having fun while you're doing it, that's all that matters. And I had fun.
Yeah, we had fun. I had a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Lots of burns. Stay safe. Don't burn your fingers like we did.
Be very careful using your hot glue gun.
And any other utility device you're using, because...
Don't take a chunk out of your finger.
Yeah, don't do that either. Please don't.
Alright, so go over to Religious White Sun and check out his Instagram. Follow him, and if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, follow MK Cosplay.